KR guy. Grabbing my backup key. Grab my little squeegee. I ain't got my good phone, man. They're messing me around on my my cell service, guys. So I don't know. I'm supposed to have 2 S25s here tomorrow or the next day, but right now we're on some shit ass J20 or something. But all right, guys, so these are the lines getting ready to go over to Bolivar. And I do believe that section over there is going to hit the next ferry. And then I'm like the ferry behind it. I was going to turn around because of Harvey, but he's going to be over there for a minute anyway. Hold on, I'm just cleaning off the lens, guys. All right, that's better. But that right there, there's a paddy wagon right in front of that truck. Yeah, I was in there live with him when he got hooked up. So this is what they've been running back and forth, y'all. Just loading it up. So these guys are the front of the line. But we ain't even got a ferry sitting there, so with all of that waiting, I'm probably 2 ferries down, man. They should be taking him, they should be pulling him off the island tonight and then shoving him in the jail. I think that we'll be able to grab him tomorrow. I really was thinking about running Galveston tonight while they were over there, but they found all the fun. What's up, brother? They found all them tyrants up there at that checkpoint, so. But this line's all the way back to Broadway. I mean, there's 2, 4, 6. You know, there's 100, 150 cars sitting here right now. Good, man. I've been good. So this week we should get some pretty good news. And then I'll be popping some videos for that because things will change. There's a reason my head's been low, because they got me on over a dozen charges that look like they're all gonna get dropped. So but yeah, guys. So if anybody, is anybody in Nick's, did he quit dragging? Or over on John's Twitch? I'm only running single phone right now. It's kind of funny, they're talking all this smack about the people over here. This is where the party's at. I'm telling you right now, it smells like somebody caught a forest on fire. Everybody got their plastic cup and they're black and mild. There we go, our guy. Yeah, he's still buffering. He gets jammed up in that and you don't pay no attention. It's kind of a pain in the ass to drop out when it's got you froze up though. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm grabbing the tripod, guys. That way we can just sit here and watch the shenanigans. Gossip about Harvey's delousing. So if you notice, where they just got arrested for being was where, I'm live on YouTube. Yeah, man. Hey, we got some people. Hey, right on. It was my birthday last Sunday. Yeah. So, right on. What's that? I think I got 10,000 subs on YouTube.
All right, well, hey, all 10,000 y'all. Bye.
Right. They ain't all here right now. Like I said, the party's over here. But yeah, so back to what I was saying before I was distracted. They had Grizzlies Hood News and Channel 26 out there. And we're letting them walk around and do whatever they wanted earlier today. So, I mean, it's definitely a preferential treatment thing. Grizzly's a bootlicker, man. That girl is a bootlicker. There were some good sights walking around earlier. I hope she didn't find a sweater. It upset me. So. What's on Pulliam versus Fort Bend? Did he actually make case law? It's quiet over here in my chat. Redmond versus Galveston looks like it might get settled here. I ended up in a 4-hour deposition the other day, but we'll see what goes there. I'll be trying to move forward with some other charges as soon as we clear through this muckety muck. Oh, okay. Hey, man. I'm on my other phone. And, yeah. Hopefully they'll get my old number hooked back up along with my new phone. But I lost my phone in Oregon while I was dealing with that family business. Man, they got us jammed up here for a minute. Woo. All right, there we go. Here, guys, I'm gonna prop you up a little bit. I know what Chris it is. I tried sending you a message from this phone, man, but you didn't answer. Here, guys, I'm gonna shoot you up a little bit. You can see the cars coming off. post. Looks like that first four were on top. That's paddy wagon. Top. Las puertas. Yeah, half them Yukons didn't have roof racks. First sign that it's a cop. That's all sheriffs picking up that off the kid. Hey, Chris. I thought that was you for a second, buddy. I found an 87 Pathfinder, the old two doors, for like under $1,000 running. Yeah, so that first row was this shift change. Yeah, guys, I was thinking about heading over and pushing that checkpoint a little bit. I'm waiting on some paperwork to drop, so. Heathen, when you name me, you negate me. I am more than one thing, sir. Paddy wagon get preference. Didn't even let everybody get off the fucking shit, dude. Arrogant pricks. Oh, they pulled the checkpoint? They probably knew we were all gonna swarm over. Now I wish I could turn around, but it is what it is. They're gonna take those outside roads first. So. Everybody over here either got their drink on or they're nodding out, man. I'm getting ready to roll. If we jump in, I'll drop you guys onto the old dash. Oh, that's right. Got my own angel. Love it. 22. It's 22 hours, Heathen. 22. I'm not saying I've ever been on a 22-hour hold before, but you know. Hey, man. Yeah, in my deposition, they're like, how much did you pay for bond? How much did you pay for bond? I'm like, I set that shit out, man. Alright, guys, I got some shit moving around me, so I ain't gonna be the guy. I'll put y'all up on the dash, see how this rolls. This is just people lining up for the terrorism on the other side, Matt. But I jumped in here because I wanted to go back everybody up on the other side. No, Ninja, I can't answer right now. So I'm trying to get over. I figured that I'd be the second ferry. Yeah, I saw it the last time I was over here for this event, Ethan. But not to that thickness, you know. Half of that ferry coming back, over half that ferry coming back was all state vehicles. It was all publicly funded and stuff, so. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if they could sink that thing with me on it, Caldwell have the button. Oh man, I got some of the discovery from when Caldwell beat me up in my driveway. Woo. I'm gonna have to put those on members only or on my Facebook or something because they are not gonna be allowed on YouTube. They'll shut me down. I'm talking, ears were cauliflowered out, bleeding. It was bad. I ain't gonna be shit, buddy. They're gonna probably do 60,000 tops, and then I gotta decide whether or not I'm gonna take it all the way up. They top out at 20,000 an event, no matter how much they beat your ass. Yeah, Chris, I miss the old hood too, but if any of the old hood was left, I would have stayed there. That became a place where any Karen with any desire or distaste could call in law enforcement. Yeah, there were some good years. There ain't no doubt about that. But sometimes you gotta know when to shit. Sometimes, you know, get off the pot or shitty pot. There's something about shitty pot. Man, my white is just all off. This camera just sucks, guys. But I just got back to Texas. I should have all my good gear back. So. Holy crap, Wingspan. I don't like hearing that. I don't like hearing that at all. I'm glad you're still with us. I like watching you do your thing, man. You not being around with stuff. Man, that's kind of, I am not that big into those. That thing's nice. Ooh, hey, anybody watching? This guy a little, oh God, what a shitty camera. This camera sucks. Yeah, we'll see what Harvey goes through. They shut off his recording, though. They're not allowed to shut that off. Galveston's quit doing that. They'll have me shut it off. They always say, you know, you can either let your battery run dead or you can shut it off. Them shutting that off is, I guess, prior restraint. So I should be first row on the next ferry. That should only be another hour. But they do it all the time, man. And if you guys go and look at my channel, I've got him on his body camera deleting the evidence off my phone and then searching it. And doesn't give a shit. And that's what we live in, man. Yeah, they let Bow run until it was dead. They've let mine run. The last time they arrested me in December, they let mine run until we got to jail, and then they had me pull my numbers off of it and then shut it down, which I thought was decent. Yeah. Well, and you know, they're kind of dumb because one of the beauties of going live is that there's actually zero evidence on that phone. It's on the cloud. Yeah, that time on the sidewalk, that one ran all the way. But also, they arrested me in December for interference while I was standing on a sidewalk too. But see, that first one on the sidewalk, then they let it run until Caldwell figured it out. It's just that, you know, he's got the mental capacity of a gnat. A gnat on methamphetamines. Not because I think he's a druggie, because I think he's a Nazi. It's a nice little single cab, man. I'm not too into the wheels, but you can change the shoes. So that road just rolled in on that far side. There's hundreds of people still in this line to get over there. Yeah, I saw, what's his name, Chris? He's got that little, like, fishing show and stuff. I've talked to him a couple times. Man, that guy, GPD killed his son. If we're talking about the same guy. Like frog fishing or something, I forget what it's called. GPD shot his kid. Yeah, I think shark bait. Yeah, he drives that. Yeah, I mean, I'm 95% sure because I've talked to him and stuff, but like I'm 95% sure that's the right one. But yeah, no, they shot his son. Man, what's this guy think he's doing? That's actually a chick. Yeah, shark bait and sand crab. That's it, Chris. I've been trying to see what's up with that case a little bit more, man. It's some bullshit. Oh, hell. He just pulled out and got out. Well, that's kind of what I was thinking, is I might just flip on around just like that guy did and get up out of here. Hey, is anybody in watching both me and Nick? Well, actually, they just pulled to the front and went onto the exit line. So yeah, I'm almost thinking it's better if I stay on this side. Hell, what are they gonna do? The one in the yellow, everybody here is subject to random checks. So that's totally legal because this is a ferry and it falls under like airport shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get on up out of here, dude. We'll see how well this works out for me. Somebody gonna get mad.
Now.
Yeah, fuck that line. Alright guys, how about we make a run up to the jail and see what these paddy wagons are looking like coming in here. At least if I get arrested on this side, I ain't gotta wait in that shitty outside cell. What's up, baby cakes? I just pulled out of that ferry line. I'm probably gonna see what oh no, it doesn't sound like Nick's live anymore, so that I can have one of you guys check his location, and I ain't got both my phones going right now, so. I'm gonna go look around and see where all these piggies went, man. There was a solid dozen of them pulled off of that thing. You know they're missing me. Yeah, I was in his when he did that. Interesting, I think. Popped up in here. I'm always curious what goes down in here because the hospital cops are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They're a state agency, is my understanding, no? quote me on that because I ain't said shit. But I understand that they're under like almost sheriff's department. So far as jurisdiction. Yeah, he then did they is Grisham in here? Oh, I see you guys saying CJ. Yeah, I got one of these UTMB cops over here fucking around with me, so. Well, they told him to go that way. Yeah, CJ, so there are blue uniforms. That's the new Galveston County uniform that Fullen just put in. So it was Fullen's crew. I think it was Touch. Because Harvey and Nick been on Touch for arresting people for license plate lights and whatnot, and his feelings got all sensitive. I didn't specifically recognize him, but I'm gonna have to go back and look. Ninja's screen captured everything, and he tried calling me, but I'm in here. I'm going to try and catch some of what's going on over here. Yeah, it was complete retaliation, and they were pushing them to one side or the other, basically telling them they couldn't cross the street, that they couldn't go here, they couldn't go there, and they started herding him in that direction. And then, like, yeah. You know, they're putting up tape all around him and blocking everything off. On top of that, Grizzly's Hood News and Channel 26 News were both allowed in the same area earlier in the day during the police operation. It was when Harvey, Texas Tyrant, and BC Scanner showed up. They all started dropping tape. So the other news organizations were allowed. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but all three were wearing safety yellow press vests to designate themselves as press. So there was a clear, they had a clear line. The police knew exactly what they were there for. I thought that Harvey put his on at the gas station, but I even brought mine when I saw they were putting theirs on. I even brought mine. I mean, if they're going to be that thick out there. I was planning on going tomorrow. I'd imagine we'll be back out. I don't see this laying low. Yeah, it did. It looked like they were trying to tape him into a box. They've done it to him a couple times. Him and Nick. I know they got Nick a couple weeks ago on it. tell you what, you want to make a poor decision in the city of Galveston, tonight's the night. Hold on, guys, I'll scroll back a little bit here while I'm chilling on market. Right? Too bad the banks ain't open. I shouldn't say that crap. They'll probably use it as premeditation. Farther downtown. All the drunks should be stumbling out here pretty quick. We'll see who gets heavy-handed tonight. If anybody sees Nick or John still alive or whatever, tell them to shoot me a text and let me know if they're headed back over the ferry now or what our plan is. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and keep you guys in here. Let you guys chat about what's going on. See all these delicious Nissans everywhere. When did this happen? Hard body I'll ever have. Look at this. This is crazy, y'all. Yeah, they ever gonna... Hey, that post office closed for like a year. Moody. Dude, no doubt, CJ. I wish I would have been more prepared for that. Sup, Joe? Nice to see you, my friend. I would have liked to have shown them all three of my horrible arrests that I had to fight on a misdemeanor side, and imagine having to fight them on a felony side. Dear Lord. My nerves wouldn't have took it. Hey CJ, are they going to have any more conversation on that? Is there another time for us to be able to go and speak on it, or is it pretty much put in front of them already? If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, they're trying to pass a law here in Texas. Look, not pass a law, they're trying to upgrade interference with a police officer from a Class B misdemeanor to a felony. And I've been arrested on it at least 3 times. Did they already vote on it too? Like in the last, like I know that they snuck it through on the, man, that whole thing just seems shady. There's only 6 people there listening to people talking, only 3 people showed up. It's just shady. If they pass that, can we pull it back? Fuck me. So all we can do is write to our representatives at this point? They still got to prove it. It's such a broad-ass law. So for you, those of you that don't know, well, we mostly have watched us run Galveston. Right where I'm at right now, there are usually 2 or 3 police officers sitting here, like on these streets. So we're gonna pop up to Broadway and we're gonna go check out the pig pen, see what they're doing up there. Yeah, CJ, so what happened in Nick's case, he surrendered his identification, but they told him if he didn't give his ID, he had to turn around and go the other direction. I was going to head over there and press it, but they were arrest happy, and then they took the checkpoint down right after they got Harvey hooked up. As much as I'd like to say they took it down just after I went live, I highly doubt that I am the scratch of their itch. Oh, that one's gonna be orange-ish. Yeah, that was a conversation I had earlier. I'm aware. It's just hard for me, brother. My friends are out there getting it done. I am too, but it's all behind the scenes. Nobody sees what's going on. I know. I get antsy. I'll just be in the rear with the gear. Alright, now I can see what's going on. Yeah, exactly. And then they were picking random cars at random to pull in and search. Like, as much as I'd like to say every 5th or 10th car, but yeah, they were just randomly pulling cars and searching it, and I think that was kind of the key to getting over there, was just documenting what they were doing. Old Grizzy's Hood News, I'm pretty disappointed. I thought she had a little bit more stamp than that, but she placates to get that better view. Her and 26, they all got to interview Full, and when we got there, he just came at us with First Amendment tape. Said, "Stay away." Don't want anybody to ask him why he didn't tell the good citizens of Galveston that he beat a guy with a baseball bat. Kind of left it off of his application for sheriff. So he's either a liar or a sociopath, because how do you forget that you beat somebody with a baseball bat? I haven't seen one cop car. Damn, it's dead. I don't get it. All the hoodlums should have gone downtown tonight to make poor decisions. Oh, tow truck. I haven't turned on the scanner yet. So there's the statue of an officer suspiciously taking a little boy off into the bushes. Back the blue till they diddle you. We've had like 2 officers here in I think the last month, got caught with either CP or in the act of. So what I'm looking at, guys. Oh yeah. So the overflow parking here at GPD has got personal vehicles in it, and then this pin next to me is usually thick with cop cars. We'll do a little walk over here, see who comes to say hi. We got some people up here. I would imagine that a lot of them are waiting on somebody. So we'll see what's up. Oops, sorry about that. I was in my own little world, man. Hey guys. Yeah, you guys too. I almost ran into that poor lady. I weigh more. My right leg weigh more than she does. All right, guys. What's the channel on what, CJ? Sorry. Nick's? Or, oh, were you talking to somebody else? Oh, CJ, he's on Twitch. It'd be BC Scanner. All right, guys, so without getting my arm across the line of demarcation, all of this lot is usually full of cop cars. Not that these aren't cops' cars, but they pulled almost this entire parking lot out. So it looks like they still got some of the supervisor trucks here, but I do believe the supervisor trucks, those don't shift around, because I've seen Gainer's truck at his house. At least I'm pretty sure that was Gainer. Now then, until Caldwell changed, when Caldwell would arrest you, you came here instead of the back Sally Port. Then he parks you here. And then behind those two windows, there's a bunch of desks. You can kind of see through. They got some Christmas tree or some crap in there. They probably got their blue Santa tree up, stroking their ego all the way through June. But yeah, then Caldwell takes you through there. And then beats you up a little bit more, pushes you around, hoses you down. And I think those are most of the bicycles from the people that they arrest, all waiting for somebody to get out of jail. Let's go see how long the processing time is from Crystal Beach. Looks like we got people waiting. Sorry about the crappy video. I'm sure there's wind noise. This camera's shit. Hey, Texas just went live again. So somebody jump over there and see if they're coming back across the ferry or what we got going on. Not much wind. Cool. It's going by my big old ears. This guard's usually pretty cool. How you doing, bud? All right. So, what's our turnaround time? Yeah. What's our turnaround time looking like coming from Bolivar? Like, once they hit the cage over there, then how long is the paddy wagon? So we got 2 or 3 hours just to get in the paddy wagon and then over here. Okay, and then do they start the booking process over there at all?
They don't get booked in until they get it brought over here.
Okay, so they got to wait until they go through the processing here. All right, so arrested at midnight, not going to book until 5, 6.
Hopefully not that long. They're booking people in slowly, just as they come in.
Okay.
Anyone in particular?
Harvey.
That's the last name?
Yeah.
First name?
Robert. I think they hooked him at like 11.
I don't see him in handle just yet on there.
Okay.
Just check back with me. I'll let you know.
Presumably he'd been traveling the wrong direction on the road by foot. You know how they like to arrest people for walking down the wrong side of the street, so.
I don't see Harvey booked in yet.
All right. All right.
Check back with me.
All right, I will. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so they've got a pretty decent little protocol for when we walk in, if you didn't notice. They shut everything down. How y'all doing? It's never a great day when you're here. It's all bullshit. Yeah, if they take care of the bullshit, nobody'd be in jail. Half these people would never even be arrested if they do anything right. But I'm telling you, you can stand out here and get 1,000 stories a day. How's it going, my friend? So, all right, has anybody, oh, okay. They're on the ferry crossing now. Cool. I wasn't sure if they might start processing over there. I forgot to ask him if his 22 hours starts when they hook him. I think that the 22 hours actually starts when they book you. I don't think it's time in custody. I think it's time in county, but if somebody knows better than me on that, please pipe on in. Yeah, GPD is doing a little side shifting over here. I just saw it. I don't know if the camera caught. I saw a couple of units coming out. I don't know who's over here. Usually they won't get out of the car if I'm standing here. It's like a shitty staring contest. All right, thanks, Jenna. Jenna. Yeah, see, I gotta get some stickers and stuff and promote. BC's got a good program. I'm telling you right now, that thing's thick in gumballs. I'm almost thinking about going over to the other side where they bring in the paddy wagon and waiting for old Harvey. What? Gonna release him within the hour on that side? Damn it. This is when not having two phones sucks. Of course they're gonna release him over there because they saw that his ride just got on the ferry this way.
Where can I watch your live, man?
Galveston Island Transparency. They got one of us coming in. They got him for going down the wrong side of the road. He was walking on the wrong side of the road filming the police, so they arrested him for walking on the wrong side of the road.
Oh, wow. So they're trying to find you, man.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they've been doing
I was going to go over there, but I got 12 charges on me right now, so, like, I'm waiting on that to smooth out.
Heck yeah, man.
It's a bumpy road.
Yeah, they've been targeting all day, man. All day.
Yeah, because they got, like, that crazy-ass checkpoint going on.
Yeah, so we went through it, actually, and, you know, the car's clean, and her driver's license in the trunk, but we showed a picture, so they put us to the side, and they never even made us...
So that whole thing's illegal. You never had to show your driver's
Yeah,
license.
and they never actually made us get it from the
Yeah,
trunk either.
I showed my picture and they made us turn and like tried to search me.
Yeah.
They were like, you don't have alcohol? And I'm like, no sir. And then like, y'all have drugs? I'm
Yeah,
like, no,
but they're
sir.
old enough. Man, we got 23, 24. I'm
Yeah.
20, she's 19, but even...
Yeah, so they have to have probable cause to get into your car to begin with unless they're towing it, which is...
I told them you have to have a probable cause.
Yeah.
I was recording too, though. That was the thing. I recorded, and as we were leaving, we were recording, and one random ass cop that was there, he goes, hey,
Yeah.
why are they leaving? Where are they going? At us. He told us,
Yeah.
I got it on video.
Look up my thing and like
What was
look,
it on?
Galveston Island Transparency. You'll see a blue hand says "Be the change."
Well, that's awesome that you're doing
Yeah, no problem.
Entrapment, what they're doing, right?
It's not really entrapment, but it's a violation of your Fourth Amendment right. Okay, because you're securing your person, places, and things, and unless you've done something illegal, unless they have a reason to pull you over, like I saw them hitting people for like a marker light out or something like that, and just trying to get a reason to suck them in. But to checkpoint to just check your ID, like that's straight up Nazi shit. Like that's just somebody checking to make sure
So
your papers.
what could
Yeah.
I tell them? What could I tell them to...
So all you can do is like record your arrest, because until you have damages, you can't really sue them. Like the whole system's really screwed up, man. Transparency. So on YouTube, so and Facebook, but my Facebook I kind of do like more like storm stuff, and like a little bit more like community oriented, and then my YouTube goes a little harder. But I haven't been posting much lately because the city told me that they weren't gonna be nice to me unless I was nice to them, so we're waiting to figure it out. Can't fight all of them on the, you know, you got to cover your six too. I ain't gonna do no good in jail.
Oh yeah, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
No, all I can do is preach in there, and it don't matter what you preach in there. Everybody got a different point of view as soon as they walk through them doors. So freedom makes everybody just, they're like, never mind, I'm out. So
Thank you very much.
yeah, no worries. I think there's probably gonna be a couple more of us here shortly.
I'm here to watch.
All right. Are you guys waiting to pick somebody up, or
Yeah, we've been waiting all night, man.
when did they get picked up? Before dark?
2 o'clock, like early.
Okay, so like right afternoon.
Yeah, and then like, say like 10
So have you been able to bond them yet?
Yeah, we finally bonding them and everything.
How long did it take for you to get to the point you could bond them?
It took about. We went to the first one and they tried to charge me $500. They told me I had to be 30 years old.
Around like 10, 11, when we got the card that we were able to.
Okay. So it was like 6-8 hours before you guys were even able to bond.
What they were saying is they were loading them on 18-wheelers
Yeah.
and then like shipping them in vans.
Yeah, they put people on 18-wheelers and then put them in vans.
That's interesting. I saw a couple of the vans and I saw a Harris County bus, but I didn't see the 18-wheelers.
They got it at the checkpoint.
Yeah, it has a.
Okay.
On the 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So were they using the 18-wheeler as like a temporary holding cell?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Man, you'd think that through history we would know not to just be shoving people into train cars and sending them off to some unknown place, right?
Am I right?
Yeah, and Galveston got a stuttering problem. For real. For real.
You gotta be careful.
Oh, yeah. I try and keep my head low for at least another month. All right, guys. A little PR. All right. Oh, really? What scanner app are you on, Chris? Are you just on one of the standard ones? I'm not. I usually have my other phone in my ear. Like, are you on an actual scanner or just an app? What the hell's IE? Oh. Yeah, see? You caught yourself over here making up words, Chris. Just making shit up. Oh, are they headed this way? Oh, okay. 10-4. Yeah, I gotta get me one. So wherever you found that one, because they run lag on all the apps. And as silly as it may sound, being 30 seconds to a minute behind every call, I can cover half of Galveston in a minute. Huh. It's alright. They were all chatty. These people over here look like they're having a really bad day. I don't want to put them on camera. They look like they're stressing. Yeah, that's like man, it kind of goes back and forth because Nick's got his scanner And like sometimes it'll be 30 seconds, but I'll tell you what, I think that the police have control over whoever's doing the repeat, because when we get out thick, it'll all of a sudden drop to 2 to 5 minutes behind, you know, which is why we don't even really bother with them anymore. Galveston's so small, you can see it. The big issue is that now they know we can see the lights, so these guys are speeding through the streets 50, 60 miles an hour. They don't turn their lights on. Killed a lady last year doing that. But I got some of that on body cam. As soon as I'm able to post again, I will. But prior restraint, my friends, prior restraint. Oh, there he goes. He just got a call. I want to dig into it, but I'll wait for Nick. He didn't light up though. Yeah, that's the one that Tweedledee and Tweedledum in it, man. They're running the buddy system. I think they call that a Dutch rudder. Yeah, and his phone can't be evidence because it was live, which means there's nothing recorded on it. Yeah, it's funny. I was asked for my original recording so they could pick them apart, and I was like, man, it was live. He was trying to tell me it was all edited, and I'm like, dude, it was a live stream. There's nothing edited about the live stream, man. Yeah, Caldwell has cut my phone for weeks at a time. That's part of, well, it's part of their prior restraint, removing the equipment, because they know if they grab thousands of dollars of phones, it's hard to replace thousands of dollars of phones and get back to work. You know, they pull your rig down. It's $2,500 in phones. You got a Samsung. He's got a Samsung and a iPhone on there, an iPod. The process is the punishment, vigilance. The process is the punishment. Caldwell disappeared one of my phones. S22 Ultra. S22 or S23 Ultra. I don't know, whatever the flagship was at the time. Okay. That's cool. Chris is saying it sounds like they might not even bring him over. They're doing some sighting and releasing, but we'll see, man. When I saw earlier, Caldwell was kind of running their grape cage over there, and I think Caldwell would love to get his hands on Harvey, so, you know, Sorry, the live view ain't that great, guys. Oh, look at that! See, like, this is a big thing to me. I have it in a ton of videos of me going to court. This is the first time they've replaced those flags in probably 3, if not 4 years. Well, Caldwell's going to go through them and erase anything that looks bad on him. I don't doubt that. Or at least try and find a way. On one of my first arrests, my GoPro came back with a brand new SD card in it. Had never even been formatted. So, look at these guys. They got their buddy. Right on. Freedom! Freedom! Right on, right on. Get that man a burger. He's been eating them bologna sandwiches. For me, it's the Taco Cabana when I get out. I love that Taco Cabana. How far out are they, heathen? Yeah, but sometimes I feel like I might be in some sort of a time shift. Not like a time warp. Definitely not one with like a dance or anything. But like maybe a parallel dimension. Got a touch of that Twilight Zone in me. Man, I'll tell you, Nick keeps trying to get better mics and better lighting and all this stuff, and he looks like a one-man band when he climbs out of that car, out of the Blueberry. I tell you. I got the time shits. Yeah. Oh, there goes the other one. They must have something going on. But we're down to 11. I gotta take a Wiz Khalifa. Does Nick not have his scanner on? Usually Nick's got his scanner on. Oh, thanks, man. I just saw that, Ethan. Thank you. So, the Cummins lost contact with the key today, so I had to get it towed, and the record guy told me, man, they got kind of a strange situation going on over there because they grabbed like Cherry Records out of Houston to run most of it, but they wanted some of the local guys because those tow permits are local. They wanted like the local companies to back up to the Cherry place, and like, man, I'll tell you what, taking the free houses to house the police and disrupting people's businesses and all this other stuff. Oh, he saw me come and jumped right back in. Like, there's Bruce, fat man with a camera. Oh, yeah. That's great. I missed that one getting in. All their supervisor trucks. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, it ain't that far. This end of the island, even though it's the thick part, it's just not that big. I don't know who's in that one, but he was gonna come out and then he saw me and decided he was gonna stay in. I'm pretty sure what they want to do is they want to see if they can catch me sticking my arm over this fence. Because I do believe messing with that line of demarcation would be an issue. Man, they got... Man. That sucks, guys, because they got a few sheriff's rigs in there. Let's see if I can get any closer and actually see what's up. No. Trying to stabilize off of it. Trying to figure out which one that is. That's a Texas City rig right there. Yeah, contrast on these cheap phones is nothing. Hey, the Vigilance Committee. Yeah, man. It's good to see you, my friend. Yeah, man. They got they got their little sign there. I ain't gonna stick my arm across it. Sounds like a good way to go to jail for something stupid. Hardy accidentally walked through it one day, but they yelled at him pretty quick and he pulled back. This looks like a blueberry. Yeah, that's the blueberry. That's some stupid flashing lighty dude daddy on it. Look at them suspicious fellers. No, he's not here at the jail yet, and rumor has it that they're going to release him on that side, possibly. There's talk on the scanner that they're going to release 7 people over there on like a cite and release kind of thing. It's hard to miss me walking around this sexy, everybody paying attention. It's just how it is. I deal with it. It's hard to be a pretty man. Sean Eagle, man, nice to see you. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Looks like we're in for another evening if we're not hopping back on the ferry to go get him. So, hey, you been listening to your scanner? They're releasing 7 people over there. On that side, they decided to release 7 people. Is what I'm getting from my report. Oh, you don't have John with you?
He's coming.
Oh, okay. Dropped off to get his rig. Dear Lord, this is what I told you guys. You come out of there like a one-man band. Audio is the issue. When you look at all these laws and they're like, why are these guys always trying to get so close? It's not the video. We can zoom in. We can a broader view and higher pixels is better for us. The problem is the audio. We don't get to hear all the lies they're telling everybody to make them bend their decisions. Because Frazier versus Cup. That's what 2 pays. Frazier versus Cup says the cops can lie to you as much as they want. Oh, look at that. Suspicious red car with no hood, with no roof rack. Ninja, if you're in here, text me, man. There we go. Oh, somebody's getting dropped off. All right.
People are in here regularly and everything.
Quit looking at Nick's butt.
With everything going on, we gotta pick and choose things. And I still got audio.
God, you better have audio.
Mic check. Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tyrant check. There goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. I think they always like the part where when they arrest one of us, we all come to visit. Yeah, heathen. I didn't really put this out there that much, but my dad passed in February, so I went home and they just started throwing food at the house, and sometimes I like to eat my feelings. So I gained back the 25 pounds I lost. This phone sucks so much. God. The only reason I have this phone is a backup for when Caldwell steals my shit, so I can at least call people. It's all optical zooms. Hey, you know what? I lost the weight. I'll lose it again. I was back under 250, man. I was almost back to. If I'm 230 or below, I'm content. Once I get to 200, you can. I got a 2-pack. 2-pack without the bandana. Yeah, I'd love to blame it on the camera, but I'm pretty sure it's, casserole and cookie dough. But considering all the other dumb crap I've done in my life to drown sorrows, I'm going to go ahead and say food's probably the better. I'll tell you what, it took me 3 months to lose it. No. Almost 6 months to lose it and 2 months to put it back on. I appreciate it, Jenna. So, him and me were pretty good friends, and it was one of them things. It wasn't like he got sick or something. He fell off of a ladder changing a light bulb. I talked to him 2 hours before that. It sucked. Wasn't cool. Bad day. Yeah, man. I sit like 265, 270 if I'm pigging out, but I dropped to 265, 260 real quick. Getting below that though that's some work. And my body likes food. If I drop to 1,200 calories a day, not that everybody wants to listen to this bullshit, but if I drop to 1,200 calories a day, I can start to get lightheaded and bitchy. Oh. Three more being released out of custody. Okay. Yeah, Matt, but if I get under 200, somebody need to call somebody and get me an intervention. I busted under 200 about 5 or 6 years ago. And man, I don't know. If you let me outside for more than about an hour, I'd dry up like a raisin. Everybody said your camera makes me look fat.
I hope not. We're on vertical, man. You know?
I feel it the whole screen.
Galveston Island Transparency. No, this is Galveston.
Oh, arrested for his own safety? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so they're going to change the charge then. Ninja's been trying to call me, but I'm only running on one phone right now. So, if you want to let him know next time you're in conversation with him, I'm totally ignoring him because I didn't want to drop my live. We got 20-some people in here having a conversation, so. Yeah. The funny thing is they'll be shutting that thing off.
And all that.
They shut it off on me. You can always tell when they shut off their body cams because then they start telling you they're going to beat your ass on the side of the road. I'm going to take off my badge and show you what's up. As old Ray is. Then the next day is when he deleted footage off my phone. So. Cody Hyde, is your name also, who's that twat council person over there in Lamar? He didn't pepper spray a baby, you're a lying twat. Yeah, there is a video of it. Why don't you throw ahead and drop a link? Why don't you make another meme with my fucking grieving mother's phone number in it, you piece of shit? We'll have a conversation about that one.
Here's a jackass. Smalls.
Oh yeah.
Fucking. Somebody. Ricky Smalls.
It's not true. If pepper spray drifts that way, you shouldn't be putting your baby in the middle of a fight that you started. Oh, Harvey's Trolls moved to my channel since he's been arrested. So.
Where's the verdict? How much? Where do you need to go now?
Sounds like they might even drop him off over there.
Oh, you don't know who has it?
No, they might leave him on Bolivar.
Oh. What do you mean?
They're dropping people on Bolivar. Robert. I just checked 30 minutes ago, but do your thing. Yeah.
We don't have a cost yet. We're going to figure it out.
Yeah, Jenna, that's just our standard.
The first-minute auditor, cop officer, we go around, we check people.
I forget what his name is. Everybody in here knows him, though.
Law enforcement. Winston.
Stalking, dismissed. Dude, I've been arrested for more shit than you even understand, man. I got a dozen charges, never even made it to court because of such bullshit. What about your meth manufacturing of methamphetamines, huh? I mean, you definitely possessed it. You were cooking it. You were cooking it and handing it out, man.
Oh, actually, I take that back off. I believe my
Yeah. Tell us more about you, Cody. How you took a whole bunch of money from a whole bunch of people that have got you in civil court with your hands tied behind your back so that you could pay to get all that crap dismissed in Washington. Yeah. Yeah. And we'll see how all that works out next week. Keeping my head low. Sweetheart, we ain't the one flapping our gap in somebody else's conversation. I mean, run up my algorithm. I don't really give a shit. Yeah. Yeah, you sound like somebody that don't know shit about the world, that's for sure. Just wait until it happens to you, dude. Back the blue till it happens to you.
was falsely arrested and all that after the police pretty much pushed him into the roadway, and then freaking, yeah, he was taking kidnapped,
You don't have anything intelligence to say, so you're gonna dog on me about my weight. Sorry, like I said earlier, I gained a couple pounds since my dad died. My bad, you know.
make a big deal over this weekend, and cheap weekend, and he literally was, in a sense, saying that there was going to be an emergency before there was even an emergency, okay, to get these okays by the General Land Office, Texas GLO, who fights for our rights to be able to have free, unrestricted access to the public beaches and all that. And literally, he shut down all of
I've currently got 3 federal lawsuits against officers and more coming in, man. That's how you make a difference. Just catch them on camera doing the illegal shit. Simple as that. Criminal charges incoming.
They came to California. It's a couple people, man. Telling you, Galveston County ain't nothing about this. Y'all trying to talk about the money, the presidents, telling you, man, like, my neighbors, a lot of people, anything, investigate, Galveston County jail, telling you. I need to investigate this for real. This ain't nothing but a money machine. I'm telling you, this ain't nothing but a money machine. I'm telling y'all.
Oh, I know.
Listen, I don't have a criminal record in a lot of my life. I got over $1,500 bonds for no reason. For no reason at all. They didn't care about my raps, none of that. I'm telling you. Come on. Then they don't read you the right. The judge reads you right. The whole time you locked, they don't read you the right. You never get a right, you get a quote. The magistrate reads you your rights.
It's on the back of the wall in the police car, and that's how they get past it. Yeah, that's just what they told me, man.
There was nothing on the back of the car. Let me wait. Again. So everybody hears this. All right. So they're not going to tell you. The moment you have to observe your own rights is the moment you have any interaction with the police. At that point, you're interviewed for your freedom. At that point, they don't have to read your rights. Because what they're going to do, all the information is they're going to get out of you. Happens with you. Happens with you. The important part is the moment you have any interaction with the guy in a costume like this right here, you just shut up. You don't talk. You don't say nothing. You give them your ID. That's it. You don't talk. Because too many people will talk themselves right into a jail. That's what happens. You can't say
they told me, okay, step over there. I go to step over there. Now they don't put me in cups on. I'm being detained, but I followed the directive. You know what I'm saying? I followed the directive. I did everything you asked me to do. Now you want me to go
what
step
did
over
they
there.
assault me?
Yeah.
And I told them.
They said it's allegedly.
I said,
Don't talk about
Guys are over there talking about his case and whatnot.
This is horrible. This is the United States of America. This is the Nazi-freaking Germany. When were you arrested? 11 o'clock this morning? Okay, so this gentleman here, he was arrested around 11 o'clock a.m. today and all that, and he is just now walking out of the county jail at 2:30 in the morning. You were arrested 25 hours ago and you were today?
Did they put you on a 22-hour hold?
Bond at 4:30 yesterday, 4:30 a.m. So that's how long I sat in. And they fucked with me the whole time. I'd say, hey, am I getting out? I've already paid my bond. Oh, we'll get you out whenever we can. They're just fucking sitting back there having a fucking pizza party.
What they get
Nothing.
you for?
Bullshit. Nothing.
What the charge? What was the charge?
Fucking disorderly conduct because I asked them what was I doing. Why pulled me over.
So disorderly conduct, just so that you're aware, in the state of Texas, has to incite violence. It has to be words that incite violence, and it can't be a police officer that does it. No, I get it. Trust me. I know this because they got me on 3. I'm on 3 disorderlies, 3 interferings.
This is 6. Okay, this is the United States of America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, and everything. You're the brave and everything that he's kind of.
Criminals can't advocate accountability. What the hell are you even talking about? If you do something dumb, be accountable for what you did. And that's the whole point in the justice system. Pay your dues. Fuck up, pay your dues. That's accountability.
Correct. You know, and if you go back, okay, my page check your turn, please, okay? Because we don't want to turn, all right? That's Galveston.
You're ridiculous.
You say time. I hope you're talking about the people that own the operation.
Yes,
That's what they are.
yes, exactly.
No discipline.
That's right.
I just watched them physically assault a whole bunch of people, male and female.
Oh, you just want to shoot by yourself?
I watched them have some lady on behind the back of the chicken and handcuffs.
That guy's wound up. Wound up. Okay. That's kind of interesting.
Search continues for Harvey.
I was just, yeah, it's right over there. You want me to hold that for you?
Assassin 69 says,
I can't bring him in
Yeah, yeah.
All right, guys.
811 says, did they lose Harvey?
Guys, I gotta go to the restroom. I need you guys on your best behavior while I'm in there.
It says, no cop tells the truth all weird.
Guys, I can't bring you to the restroom. Be on your best behavior.
993 says he just lied. No officers are truthful.
So. I can hear you guys echoing in there. What happened to our baby boy in here talking all that smack? No, he won't be booked in until they get him to this side. He's not even on this side of the peninsula yet, or of the ship channel.
It says, John, don't forget the benefits. Chris Ellis, 891,993
Here,
says,
I'll
sooner
trade you off for a
Harvey
quick
sooner,
second.
we're able to leave,
Okay.
but we're
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
leaving until then fixed.
I've been waiting for it.
How's it going, everybody?
Assassin 69 says, laugh out loud.
Hey, guys, how are you doing?
811 says, we hear you, do you hear us?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Top 167 says, how old is he? Rec2op says, Harvey, you in here? Vegas _ local says, Harvey, can you hear us? Matt73 Boy 73 says, hey, my name is John, I have a little wee wee. Araz2K19 says, John, it's jail, don't drop the soap.
All right, gotcha.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, free Harvey.
Free Harvey. You find him yet? Ah, man. All right.
Bayou Preppers 1 says, always film 50.
Always film
BX
5.
_ Assassin 69 says, wow, that's so disrespect, guys.
No, that's
Tater Tots 208
what's
says,
disrespectful?
there was a Harvey in the chat.
Oh, there's another Harvey.
says, John, why did you fart?
It was an accident.
KYM Clark 88 says, Harvey, start a party, you can hear us. Claston 72 says, always film 50.
Always film 50.
BX _ Assassin 69 says, he said you got
There you
a
go.
little wiener. BX _ Assassin 69 says, long.
All right, guys. Search for Harvey continues.
Stop farting.
Search for Harvey continues.
That speaker box is hilarious, guys. I guess that's on Twitch. He's getting that speaker box. Oh, I don't want to be in that mess. That's just people talking over each other. Ain't nobody listening to a screaming man. Hey, where's the little rich college kid at? Living off of mom and dad's money, telling us how hard life is.
That's right, but no, they don't want to do that down here. They want to freaking just slap cuffs on people and take away their civil liberties and everything and rights. And it's got to stop. It's got to end. It's got to stop.
Oh, it's not so they end it so they get publicized and they catch those.
Well, GPD has already paid me $20,000. They paid another gentleman $20,000. This man right here has some pending lawsuits going right now and everything.
As you should. I want y'all to know I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. We're trying.
Be exposed for the about the reason that it does.
Wait until you see the beatings I've taken at their hands, man.
Oh man, for real?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Ooh, guys, I cannot wait to get the pictures out there of that. It ain't pretty. He shoved that pepper spray, man. Woo, it makes everything on your face leak.
Yeah, but see, and you know, here's the thing. We're out here to try to...
Yeah, Cody in here trying to get his dopamine rush. Talking shit about other people needing to figure out how to balance out their chemical, and he's in here being a twat. I can rage bait. Shut up, man. He ain't never lived a hard day in his life. No, babe, with that amount of condescension is going to make it very long before he runs into an officer that's willing to whip the shit out of him. Oh my God, is it? It's our buddy Caldwell? Man, I think we just missed a Caldwell sighting. Oh, we got this little twat. No, they don't let me in. I doubt it, my friend. I doubt it. Not at this point, man. 15 years old, been setting pilings most of my life. Got blown out knees, blown out back. When I worked all day, I could eat 3,000 calories. It didn't matter. Now I'm just too good at barbecue. Come to my house, you ain't walking away skinny. That's for sure. Obese. I am technically obese. Right. I probably walk 5 miles a day.
Galveston Island Transparency, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, give me a follow. Galveston Island Transparency. Don't be They've given this guy.
Yeah. It's called asthma dick one.
You always gotta be careful. You gotta have your head on straight.
Yeah. I just got the discovery from when they beat me up, and I got their pictures from inside when it was all fresh.
73 says on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
They're gonna be pretty interesting.
That is my life.
So just a simple question: do you support the Constitution of the United States or not?
He's over here.
And you don't have to be a lady. Simple question as far as
Oh, that's hilarious.
they work for us, man. We don't work for them. He's just living his life. What that guy said.
Right.
Oh, man. These guys are out of control. I'm not the rest. They're just gonna have party free zones and everything. People that get civil liberties have to basically push the gas out on the road and everything.
Hey, Matt. Nice to see you, brother. I appreciate it. My channel will be piping back up here pretty quick. We're closing up all the legal stuff, so.
Y'all heard it straight from a veteran's mouth that looked like a freaking concentration camp and everything being ran by the Nazi Germans. A true American hero, okay?
Satan is real. I heard the Hank 3 song. I love that we got more people in here now. The old boys in here dogging on me. We may have to hire you to come back, Cody. Boost my algorithm. I doubt your ego will let you stay away. Oh, which one's this? That looks like a familiar stoop. They're all cycling back in, huh? Which one is that? Hey, we did get to 32. And they're here for you, Cody. They're here for you, buddy. Cody's resorted to your mama jokes. Never had an intelligent argument since he walked in here, just poking bears. Yo mama jokes is just a colloquialism for that dumb bullshit back and forth. Pay attention, son. Pay attention. I had to do 2 tours. I'm telling you. Freebird's not made it to the jail yet, but they did arrest him. Why do you keep throwing his name out there like people don't know who he is or something? None of us hide. A piece of shit, huh? Alright. Oh, but there's plenty of people that have a certain opinion about you too, Cody. Unless you just sat over there and did nothing in the sand.
Like I said, it's almost free. Work at the other side.
No doubt. Actually, doxing's a crime in Texas anyway. So we'll just leave it all on here. Over there for fighting for shit he don't even understand. Sad, sad thing. Hey Jen, appreciate you. Have a good night. I don't know how long I'm going to be out here. I don't see any point in yeah, we'll just let you keep on going, Cody. Don't worry about it. Do your thing. It ain't bothering me. Like I said, everybody knows everything about us anyway.
You say barbecue. This building's pretty large. And all that, and then just over here,
Right. Just another Lowry. Got that Lowry in here. We know who you are, Lowry. Right, you gotta go diddling. 5 different people told me I was an asshole, Mike. You're an idiot, dude. What a fucking idiot. Instead of doing it the right way. Cody's gonna show us all how it's done while he sits in years of paperwork with no proof. No evidence. No concept of freedom. That's right. We need a well-rounded community. Yeah, I don't doubt that. It'd be so empty without me. Hey, Vigilance, I ain't got your phone number in this phone. I haven't been, like, not calling you. I was just kind of thinking about that. I hadn't talked to you in a while with everything that's been going on, so kind of backed away for a minute, trying to help out my mom. Right.
Let's not bring up the fact that how many homicides do they have unsolved right now? How many big, huge crimes do they actually have unsolved right now? They want to waste our taxpayers' dollars and everything.
Sounds like Cody's a Yankee. Means you don't understand breathing Southern air, that's for sure. I don't think so, my friend. That phone will hopefully be back on tomorrow, though. I'm changing providers. I lost one of the phones when I was up helping my mom, and then because I was out of state, they wouldn't replace it. It was just it was too much to deal with, all of that and everything else was going on. So I just went to my backup phone. But as soon as I get it, I'll give you a ring, bud. Shouldn't be more than a day or so. Or reach out to me on Messenger. Nobody likes the Yankees. I've always been more of a Dodgers fan myself. Hey, you know what? If you got something going on with code enforcement and whatnot, I recommend always having the camera with you, because they'll say one thing to your face, and then when you get in front of the judge, they say another thing. Them code enforcement are slimy. That's kind of where I started when things got like started getting weird. Was they started throwing code enforcement at me. Then the Karens started throwing law enforcement at me, just making up weird shit. Yeah, I don't know exactly, what your situation is, but man, I'll tell you what, taking videos and then just covering your ass as much as possible and throwing it on a hard drive, it doesn't hurt. It certainly doesn't hurt. Memory's cheap as hell. I know it seems silly at first, but oh yeah. Yeah, I'm off grid too, man. I got a big stack of batteries and running about 12,000 watts of solar. No, more than that. Yeah. I do have city water though. They won't let you put a well in here. So yeah, being off grid up in like NorCal, like I'm originally from Oregon and stuff, it's kind of interesting because I thought that my power consumption was gonna, like I thought winters were gonna be an issue. I'm used to being in that northern climate, but man, being down here in the south, it's the summertime. I mean, that sun's beating, but holy cow, man. I pull amps, keeping all the air conditioners going and keeping things comfortable and livable. Got to keep all them refrigerators going so I can keep my weight up, give Cody something to complain about. He doesn't understand how hard it is to keep all them Uncrustables fresh all the time. So depending on what you got for land, I got some stuff out of Canada, but if you can run bifacials, it's pretty nice, especially if you're on the sand, because a lot of reflects back up off of that sand. You gain an extra probably 10%. Somebody got a squeaky chicken? I'm more free than you, buddy. More free than you. Yeah, I watch Will. So I've got 4G batteries, or G4, I don't know. I'm a Signature Solar installer guy. You know what I'm talking. So, but I like their inverter. I'm probably gonna step up to that all-in-one that does 220. I had the old style that's two 120s, and then you just run them in phase. I was hoping to get 3 of them so I could run a 3-phase system.
It's just their time and month and everything, and they volunteer out of here. And of course, I have a wonderful friend.
I'm hanging out with my friends, man. That's freedom. Damn. More freezing than anybody got to deal with this shit.
That's the whole problem. Okay? That's the whole problem. These guys, they don't know the law. They hate to enforce it.
No, I'd rather be helping my friends.
Yes, you know, you have to violate the law for these times to be violated and everything, but unfortunately, Harvey can't.
Yeah, I ain't quite that far away from people where I'm at, but I can watch the shrimp boats go by.
It didn't even give him a chance to, you know, make it way back to where he came from or whatever. This is horseshit, though. Horseshit.
Yeah, 48 volt. You know the deal, 52 volt technically, but yeah, 48 volt system. But what's nice with the signature solar inverters is I'm running 500 volts in at like 5 amps. So I'm able to run a smaller line, a smaller wire for that distance. Nah, Ethan. I'm figuring, you know the deal. On top of it all, it's Harvey. They're probably gonna fuck with him like me with it.
Oh, cops do walk into your house and arrest you for no reason.
They'll write down the wrong bond number and all that other crap.
Section, and you will see. I don't know, actually. I don't know if I'm.
Yeah, I'm planning on getting a sailboat probably this year. Headed to the Caribbean. Up, we'll see what happens. I gotta be on the water.
They didn't like his answer and everything, so they literally started kick-dooring this guy's door. They had no warrant, they had no circumstances, none whatsoever. And as soon as they kicked that man's door and the first person they saw, they tased that individual. They cuffed him up, laid him down on his living room floor and everything while they fished for an hour to try to find a target for him to justify.
What are you talking about being in chains?
Kicking his door and taking. Dude, our constitutional rights are out there.
Yeah, exactly. They're all in one for, like, I like the box from Signature Solar. It's straightforward. It keeps everything in one box. It's less wires, less fuses. You know, I ended up with probably an extra $1,000 and just wire, fuses, bus panels, and whatnot to get everything wired up clean. Yeah, nah, Cliff, I think you'll like the whole plan. So that's why I have that other channel. All that's kind of on hold though until I can get mom situated after dad. So.
And I'm a godly Christian man. Okay,
Yeah, All Star.
psychopaths, sociopaths, sure.
Yeah, EG4. I don't know if they're still calling it that. I guess they are. You know, it's kind of gone through a couple of iterations over the last like 4 years. But I had the was it the 6400s? Back when you needed two to have 220, and they had to communicate right. So I'm thinking about going to the other one because what's really nice about that is you can run the 220 split units, and that way you're just not drawing one leg down so much. As I've got it right now, I run a 120 split unit off of one leg, and I run all my other stuff off the other leg. So it's not super efficient, but when your power's free, I don't really get too concerned about it. I make more than enough power. Yeah, I'll start, but I'm sure he gets a lot with as much as Matt has talked about in here.
That's not the way our country was set up, but our country was set up that
But Matt was in here when the other Matt was still in
if they didn't have a
the
victim,
box.
there was no crime. But, the rich of the rich, the one percenters and everything, you're good.
Yeah, you're walking up in my business.
Huh? The one percenters and everything, they made these laws to have their pockets and all that. And now we're going to arrest and they're taking
No, Cody, it's because we believe in the freedom of speech. If you want to sit on here and be a twat and make an ass of yourself, that's your business, dude. I'm not going to cut you off. I'm not going to ban you. Sweetie, I can lose weight. You're always going to be dumb. I'll let him talk. It's all right. We're all just in here killing time anyway. As it is, I may run home, grab me a nap. Everybody else lives a ways away. I'm close. I'm gonna have to flip our shifts or whatever we gotta do. Make sure somebody's here as soon as it's possible to bail him. I cage match Cody. I'd huff and I'd puff and I'd blow him over. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. He's over here trolling me. His wife's sitting next to him like, what the fuck?
Alright guys, I'm back.
This is what you call lazy activism.
Right. I know. We're over here. We got a troll. Everybody's just messing with the troll.
No, if you go to Galveston Island Transparency, you'll see what I mean by lazy.
I even have them in mind.
Go to Galveston Island Transparency channel, and you'll see what I mean by lazy.
I'm just wondering why they're not answering me anymore. They never told me not to call.
Little underscore unit says only as cool people left. You're too sleepy to see anything. Matt 73 Boyd 73 says what number?
Last time they arrested me, they were like, can you please tell Ninja to quit calling? I don't doubt your wife's a troll, buddy.
Yeah, I know he hasn't been booked in, but there has to be a chain of command. And so, what is his arrest for? Well, it has to be in your computer. Oh, so you can just arrest people for no charges? Well, what I'm saying is the last person I spoke with said they arrested him for something that's unlawful, and I'm just trying to see what you're willing to say, because you know that if there's not a sidewalk or an easement on the side of the road, you can't just arrest a guy for walking down the road, right? Okay, so what's his official charges? Well, there's a chain of custody. So somebody arrested him. Who arrested him? Okay, so could you look at your computer? I'll wait. Alright, I'll wait. Just let me know when your supervisor can speak with me, because that's where I like to speak with next if you're not going to give me an answer.
Oh, he hung up on you.
Yeah. He never told me not to call back, though.
Oh. It was an accident. I'm sure he accidentally hung up on you.
I think that we just got disconnected.
Yeah, it was an accident. He's trying to get your...
I'm seriously concerned because it's really weird. Hey, yes, sir. I feel like we were possibly disconnected. I was just speaking with you. Could you please tell me why Harvey Rivera was arrested? Harvey what? Do you want me to tell you his real first and last name?
The people fighting for our freedom. That's hilarious. I don't think that our military has been used for our freedom in a long time. Sad. I don't doubt it, heathen. I don't doubt it at all. But that'll just end up being more retaliation charges if that was the case. But when I was looking earlier, Caldwell was the one running the jail out there. Like Fullen was out diddling with the old news reporters and doing his tape and whatnot. So, and then he had Caldwell like at the actual little jail thing. Yeah, I'm thinking that's exactly what they did. Did you clean up all your drops, Star? All your terminations? You do big electrical or like low voltage? I did low voltage for a while. Yeah. Cody's used to bending over and learning it. It can be, but it's arrestable too. They arrest people on it. They get like 1 or 2 a week if you watch like the busted. They'll grab like 1 or 2 people a week for either walking on the wrong side of the road or seatbelt. Seatbelt's one of the other weird ones that they really like to push so they can get in your pockets. Well, he's gonna come in on a wagon with the rest of them, so even once he gets here, then it's gonna take an hour or 2 to book. I'm figuring 4 hours from arrest minimum before we get a number on it. The wily crime scene tape lasso. It's kind of like Wonder Woman's lasso. Oh yeah, he just hurt their feelings, so they couldn't figure anything else out, and followed him around until they could come up with something.
How long are you gonna wait, man?
No. It's about midnight, I guess.
No seatbelt?
No, they arrested one of us for walking on the wrong side of the street.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
My wife with no seatbelt in the back seat.
Walking with the camera. They got your wife for no seatbelt in the back seat, and they arrested her for it?
And I was in the bed of the truck with like 5 other people. They didn't take nobody with them. No seatbelt. I ain't never seen nobody go to jail for no seatbelt.
No, it's just their flex. It's what they like to do, man. That's what I was saying. Like, they'll get that one. The no seatbelt, that just means they think you're holding.
Yeah.
Because once they arrest you, then they can search you.
Yeah, they told the truck and everything.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But why'd they search the truck?
They didn't find nothing. They just told it because the driver went to jail.
Oh yeah, but he could have relinquished that to somebody else.
I was in the bed of the truck. In the bed of the truck ain't no seatbelt. They didn't take it to jail. You know?
But they arrested the driver for no seatbelt. And arrested, so yeah. So that's, and right there's the ticket. Because if they can arrest you for anything, then they can inventory the vehicle. So there's no reason to search a vehicle for a seatbelt. But since it's going to get towed, they need to inventory it to make sure that the tow truck driver don't steal none of your shit. That's how they sidestep the Fourth Amendment. It's a big problem. We fight it here on the island a lot, and then we go over there And some of the bad officers we had here now moved up to the sheriff's department with their new sheriff. And they moved a big slug of them in there. A bunch of the Caldwell and his excessive force crew. So Caldwell, remember, you from here? Oh, right. About a year ago, we had an off-duty officer that they were giving him a free apartment so that he could be like their security or whatever. And he got mad because there was too many people at the pool and ended up beating up a couple women and some kids. And then somebody came to stop him because he's off duty out of uniform. You know, some dude. And then the guy got the better of him, but then all the cops showed up and there's their buddy getting his ass beat. So then they beat the tar out of the guy. And we've been watching him for like a year trying to get him fired. But now his supervisor and that whole crew are all moving up to the sheriff's department, which is kind of crazy.
He got a bunch of cases. They back to 80 something. 80
Oh yeah, he forgot to mention to everybody that like he beat somebody with a baseball bat and all this. Yeah, man, he's got a bunch of assault charges against him. Like he's a violent man. It's pretty bad. Yeah, Folin. Then his right-hand man now is Caldwell, and that, he beat me up in my own driveway. I got pictures of my ears all bloody and shit. Called what?
He red, like skin. He like red.
Tall and skinny, kind of like Folin, but
Wide shoulders.
I don't know, man. But wide compared to me, you know what I mean? Like he narrow compared to me. I got what they call broad back in Europe. No, he's kind of a tall, skinny cat. But he would have been right there where you guys got put like into the cage. Is what I saw earlier on one of the other news channel lives, was that he was there kind of overseeing everybody being brought in.
He was just like regular shoes.
Yeah, he would have been in a cowboy hat. He's like 6'2", skinny. He wire thin. You said, was that guy in a red uniform or something?
That's why they were
Blue and red. So they have multiple agencies out there, you know, so I don't really know everybody's uniform. Yeah, man, but that's, so you guys heard that. They arrested the driver for no seatbelt, towed the rig, kicked, you know, illegal search. Well, at least you're here, Cliff. I'm about ready to probably bounce. We'll see what goes. Do a shift change. These guys can't stay here all night. I don't know. Damn, the old knees.
Dude, do you want me to show up? Do you want me to show up my camera and show you that I'm not afraid of you, you pussy? Are you challenging me as a public official to show up as a journalist? Yeah, are you challenging me? Are you threatening me? Hey, are you threatening me? Tell me why the fuck you arrested my friend and stop trying to threaten me. You don't intimidate me. You're as soft as a frog. You understand? You are as soft as a frog. You don't scare me, okay? So tell me why you arrested Robert Harvey. Yeah, you just take orders, right?
Ninja's up in there giving him fucking 100 pounds of hell. I'll tell you what, when you're on the inside and everybody gets all pissed off, you know it's because Ninja's calling. That shit's hilarious. Yeah, man, you know the deal, Cliff. But I'll tell you what, when you're sitting in there in that cell and you see the guy back there with his ears just burning, you know Ninja's got a hold of him. You know what? We might do something this fall, man. We'll see. I really wanted to do something this summer, but I got a lot going on now. Alright, guys. We've been on this for 3 hours. BC's on Twitch, and I'm sure Nick's still rolling, but I'm going to drop off, get a charge on this thing, check on everybody. So, farewell and good night.